This video explains what happens when the Arizona Court of Appeals, Division 1, decides your workers' compensation case. The court will send you a decision in writing when it decides your case. The decision may be an order, a memorandum decision, or an opinion. An order is a short ruling with no detailed explanation. A memorandum decision is an explanation of the ruling in your case that is not meant as a guide for other cases. An opinion is a detailed explanation of the ruling in your case that can be used as a guide for future cases. Orders are public documents, but they are not posted on the court's website. Memorandum decisions and opinions are posted on the court's website. In its decision, the Court of Appeals could affirm the award and decide that the ruling being appealed was correct, or it could set aside the award and decide that the ruling being appealed was incorrect and change it. In that situation, the court usually sends the case back to the Industrial Commission for further proceedings. Either outcome could be in whole or in part. The court might affirm part of an award but set aside another part. If you think the Court of Appeals decision was wrong and want to take further action, you have two options. First, you can file a motion for reconsideration, asking the Court of Appeals to change its decision in your case. Use the general motion form available on the court's website and file it in the Court of Appeals within 15 days of the decision. Tell the court why you think the decision is wrong. Do not just repeat your earlier arguments. The court may deny the motion without a response, but it will not grant the motion without asking the other side to file a response. The court will tell you if you are allowed to file a reply to the response. The second option is to ask the Arizona Supreme Court to review the Court of Appeals decision. You do this by filing a petition for review in the Arizona Supreme Court. The deadline is 30 days after the Court of Appeals decision, or 15 days after the court decides a motion for reconsideration, whichever is later. If you need more time, file a motion for extension of time in the Arizona Supreme Court before the deadline. Be sure to read Arizona Rule of Civil Appellate Procedure 23 before writing your petition. Explain what issues you want reviewed, the important facts of your case, and why the Arizona Supreme Court should grant the petition. It does not have to hear your case and only takes a small number of cases each year. Now let's talk about the termination letter, which is the final order of the appellate court in a workers' compensation case. Until the termination letter is issued, no lower court or agency can do anything that conflicts with the decision being reviewed or interferes with the review process. The Court of Appeals issues the termination letter after the time to file a petition for review ends, if no petition is filed. When a petition for review is filed, the process depends on what happens with the petition. If the Arizona Supreme Court denies the petition, the Court of Appeals waits 15 days after the denial to issue the termination letter. If the Arizona Supreme Court grants the petition, it issues the termination letter after it finishes the case. We hope this video helps you manage your case. For more information, visit the court's website or contact the court.